99.3 Nigeria Info Lagos. Good morning to you. Welcome to the second part of Dailies today. Here we're live from our studios on Etimi and Christian Victoria Island, Lagos, Nigeria. I am Sheriff Quadry.
And I am Jimi Disu. Good morning.
You can watch the show. Yes, we're streaming live on Facebook. We also stream it on YouTube. YouTube channel is Nigeria Info FM. Facebook is Nigeria Info 99.3. And you can just search for Nigeria Info on those two platforms and you'll be able to watch us live. You can engage, share the live stream links as well on Facebook and on YouTube. Share with your community on social media. Drop your comments there. Engage with others there respectfully and responsibly as well. Now, let's start with the Vanguard newspaper. Page 5 is where we're starting from. Abductions. Tinubu orders 24-hour aerial surveillance on Kwara, Kebbi, Niger forests.
Okay, so there's... This is an everyday drama that we're facing now, with new development, and the government is trying its best to try to keep everything well under wraps and so on and so forth. But in doing so, I would like again to guide them, especially the media handlers, to be careful of every word that they use, every sentence, every comma, every full stop is very, very important. I don't particularly like this headline because I think behind it, the whole idea is to show that the president is in control. Is in control, is on top of the game. I can imagine all the pro-president people, in their meetings saying, we must show the president, we must show him. But to say that the president ordered the 24 aerial surveillance on Kwara, Kebbi, and Niger Forest is to show that the services don't know what they are doing. I don't like this idea that the president, is giving out orders every day on what should be done in terms of strategy. I think I think they should slow down on that. I would have rather wanted something that says that 24 aerial surveillance now on Kwara, Kebbi, and Niger Forest instead of saying the president orders. I've always wondered, when there's a robbery, the president has ordered that there should be. If he doesn't order, this seems to be automated in a system that works. It's a bit trivial, but from the small things, they can grow into larger things. And I think, and this idea of, driving abducted people to meet the president is an old whatever and can be irritating sometimes. The most important thing is that we should be on top of the game. This thing shouldn't even happen. The way it's going is almost becoming a racket because we are told that, so and so have freed themselves or are free and so on. We don't know what has gone down. And it's very, very important that this shouldn't be seen as a cash cow by other people. Anyway, 20 abducted in fresh Kwara attack. The fresh one again, just another one. Governor Idris receives 25 abducted Kebbi school girls. I think once they're released, they should just go home, tell us they've been released, show the evidence. This idea of taking them to State House and, it's... Parents of abducted Niger student pleas for rescue. NUT threatens withdrawal of teachers from classrooms over attacks. I don't think they should threaten. Well, you might use the word threaten, but the attacks are out of everybody's hands for now, to be very honest. And I don't see why, if you're not sure of the security provided, then I believe some schools should be closed. Halt kidnappings, prosecute perpetrators. UN tells FG, and why security agencies can't bomb bandits' enclaves. Police have confirmed some abductions. Tinubu welcomes free Kebbi school girls. I think that we should make this thing less glamorous and make it action based. Okay, kidnapped, you get them out and you give the details and move on. Armed herders killing, maiming in Nasarawa communities. Say cleric. Parents of abducted Niger State students plea for rescue. I've already spoken about the teachers. I've already spoken about the United Nations. Why security agencies can't bomb bandit enclaves. Mr. Bayo Nonoga was on TV, I think yesterday or the day before. And of course, you know what it is. You can't just go in there. There'll be a lot of collateral damage. and that was the excuse he gave. Pressure from DSS military secured freedom for 38 Kwara hostages. I think they're trying to explain how that went about. And what we are being told here in this story is that there was a lot of pressure, a lot of, the DSS made them know they knew their locations and so on and so forth. That is the story we are being told up front, but we don't know what it is at the back end. But I think the less we know, most people know about these things, the better before we have this thing. I'm sure your guess is as good as mine, what could have happened on the back seat, but let's all be very careful. So that's about how much we have today.
Okay. On that story, that is. Let's move on to another story. The Guardian, the panorama page, page 2 of the Guardian. The story here that says, okay, this is some kind of awards.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. The Guardian shines at Dame Awards, bags best designed media website.
Okay, so that story sounds interesting. But yesterday was a night of. I should have invited you. For 34 years, the Diamond Award for Media Excellence has been running. They've been giving awards. Punch was the best newspaper yesterday, and I think the editor of the. I have to be careful. I think the editor of the Punch was also the editor of the year, and there was various awards that were given. Some of my old colleagues, Najim Jimon, who I hadn't seen for close to 50 years.
Wow.
Yes, he was honored. So was my good friend Dari Babarinsa was also honored. It's a yearly thing. Diamond for Media Excellence is run by Mr. Lanre Idowu, and to be honest with you, I don't know how he does it. But he gets it done every year, and I think Nigeria should give kudos to him. Because what it is, by the way, let me make declaration. I'm a member of the board of trustees, but to be honest with you, with Mr. Ajomali, but to be honest with you, I'm like a trustee in, absentee trustee, because really I don't, my time is, age and everything has made it difficult for me to move around. But it happens every year, and I think Mr. Lanre Idowu should be honored and should be congratulated. Congratulations to Punch. It was keenly contested between Punch, Nation, and Premium Times. And so yesterday was a media day for me. That's why you see I'm drinking coffee. That will give you an idea of what has gone down. But the Guardian was the best media website category. They won the best media category at the Diamond Award for Media Excellence. So congratulations to them. Congratulations to Lanre Idowu. Congratulations to the Punch. And congratulations to all my friends, most of them that I hadn't seen. But there was one person missing, and if anybody knows who he is, they should tell him that we missed him yesterday. His name is Lakunsin. That's the most I can say.
Okay. Let's go to the page 5 of The Guardian. Oyo APC begins reconciliation, targets return to power, support Tinubu.
Well, I really don't have much business. I don't have much to say about Oyo State. This is an excuse to weigh in on what Sheriff, the story he presented this morning about what is going on in the Lagos markets. Specifically, there was a spotlight on what's going on in Oniru market in our backyard here, a place that I lived in for about 2 years or so. I believe the APC needs to be very careful. At a time when some of us are beginning to see that, okay, there's some improvement going on, the pace has been stepped up and so on and so forth. And now they start these underhanded tactics. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. To take this advice from me, nobody has a monopoly. Nobody has a monopoly of enforcement. And when you push people up to a point, they will look for succor somewhere. And guess what? There are people who are ready to provide that succor. So the APC in Lagos has to be very, very, very careful. What they did 4 years ago, we hope it doesn't repeat itself. We hope it doesn't. We hope it doesn't repeat itself. At a time when, to be honest with you, APC Lagos, they've stepped on the gas. It's not been El Dorado all along, but you can see pockets of improvement. And if they tread carefully, they might jolly well just win the election without any enforcement. But you cannot put people into perpetual slavery because you want to stay in power. Because you want your top guns, your powers that be, to be wearing gold chain and spending money apart. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I was furious this morning when I heard what was going on. We know what is going on the ground. We know what it is. Forcing people. The report said that they were forcing people to go register at the markets. It's not going to happen. And I'm surprised. There are loads of responsible people in the party, and they should stand up now and say to their lesser supporters that, look, listen, this is not the way. You can't. I said here one day that I'm going to ask myself, what is the difference between a one-party state with coercion and a military government? We could not afford the military to a standstill, only now to be oppressed by political. It's not going to happen. And I can tell you this, when you keep pushing people, they are going to look for succor somewhere. And I can tell you for free, the succor is waiting somewhere. And nobody has a monopoly of these things. So I'd like to plead with the APC. You're not doing too badly. Let's be honest with ourselves. You're doing far better than you did last time. So there is no need. So put your people under control. This story, I just use this as an excuse. I don't know anything about APC in your state, but I have to have an excuse to delve into the story. We want a peaceful transition. We don't want violence. We don't want coercion. And we understand money has been making the round. That is the money that probably would have made our country better. The parties must surely think of another strategy rather than enforcement or inducement, as the case may be. Or should we begin to believe the mantra that says that impoverish them so that you can use money to induce them and you can stay in power? We plead with the APC to please, they are free to come and debunk the story that was said this morning. But all of us know what is going down. These things, Sheriff, when you tied, I like they said, when you tied these things with what Okpebolo, for example, said,
to his commissioners,
to his commissioners, it's a dangerous sign. It is a very, very dangerous sign. And like I said, you will give people the option to choose between an autocratic government, supposed civilian government, and the military government. What's the difference? What is the difference? Leave people to exercise their freedom. That's what democracy means. And I am sure that the president would not approve of such things. You don't want to bring a dent to his image. He has enough problems up there than having market political chiefs enforcing people to have voters. It is optional to have a voter's card.
Yeah, but his daughter is the Yaloja General.
His daughter is a 60-year-old woman, so you can't hold him responsible for what his daughter does.
Okay.
You can't hold my dad responsible for what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yes. It's just a coincidence that it's his dad.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yes.
That Odedin Tabome. It's just a coincidence that he's had that. That he's had that.
It's okay. Now, for context, Nigeria Info did an exclusive report on how traders at Oniru markets are being coerced, being forced, being threatened to go and move their polling booths to Oniru in anticipation of the 2027 elections. And we spoke with some traders. You hear it again at 8 o'clock. We'll play it back to you. And just as when we're having that conversation on air, I got another report which I will play again at 8 o'clock on how the same thing is happening at Ikpaja market. We'll talk about that much later on. Let's move on to our next story. This is from the Daily Trust newspaper. I think it's Zim Award. It's Zim Award. Daily Trust.
Yes. The Daily Trust was the best designed. They won the best designed paper.
Oh, okay. All right. That's good. Let's take this story here. 5.5 million Nigerian households benefiting from cash transfers. FG.
This is the answer to your question. So, we can almost deduce, if care is not taken, that these 5.5 million Nigerian households are those that are involved in what the gentleman called in this morning.
Yes. Yes. That call.
Yes, there's a nexus. The gentleman called in to give us a tip that people were getting up to 60,000 per person. Is this where the federal government money is going for poverty alleviation into politics? Because to be honest with you, of these 5.5 million Nigerian households, I've not seen one. I'm yet to see one household that has benefited on his own to say that somebody came and knocked it and said, yes, we had Mr. So-and-so lives here. We have so-and-so amount for him as poverty alleviation. I haven't heard of one. So people should be careful about pulling wool over our eyes. We would like to call on the government to give us the list that they used for these 5.5 million Nigerian households. You don't need to put it as an advert in the papers. Just put it on a website so we can check. They never knock my door. I mean, they don't knock your door. Sheriff, so are you part of this 5.5 million? You are not vulnerable. If they look your cap,
No, this is an honorable cap. It's not a vulnerable
it's
cap.
not a vulnerable cap. But Sheriff, I'd like you to react to what I said this morning about what the APC is doing in Lagos. How they might jolly well just shoot this third or fourth republic in the foot. Because if you look at the mood of the people, generally, poverty and so on and so forth, and you now add coercion to it, what kind of situation, what kind of state of affairs do you think you'll end up having? The country is tense as it is. Then to add this, I think is going a bridge too far. What do you think?
Do you think, honestly, that anything can come out of it?
Trust me.
You think so?
Trust me.
That something will come out of it?
I said trust me. These people, you see, because you just see them as traders.
Yes.
You don't know their connections. You don't know the kind of people who have these jobs. You don't know who is at the back end. The country is tense. There have been rumors of a coup attempt. There have been rumors of this and that and that and this. You don't know what is going on.
But I know Nigerians.
Well,
these people are Nigerians. I know Nigerians. I know how Nigerians respond to this sort of thing.
Nigerians will not respond well to this one, no.
I don't think anything will happen.
You think so?
No.
Well, I hope nothing happens.
I don't
for God's sake, let me be honest with you. I hope you are right. But it looks, yesterday you said I was sounding like a doomsday prophet. I took that.
I asked a question, I asked the question, now you're saying that I said it. I asked the question.
I put it in my left hand.
Oh my God! Do not let it go, Abi.
I'm not letting it go. I put it in my left hand and I put my left hand in my left pocket for bringing it out in the future. You see, it's just a matter of history. People can be put so far. Even water, if you throw water somewhere, if it hits the wall, it comes back. Look, it's because we're on radio. If I analyze it for you in full, you'll be scared of sitting down where you are. For God's sake, let us reason. Let us reason. I mean, all of us. Let us reason without sentiments and be factual to ourselves. The level of hunger, the level of despair, the number of people who are waking up. The other day I was confronted.
Just imagine, say this obodo was so when to communicate with your people, no just because when you no fit even shout for help. Business go dey jam like hold up for Oshodi, and family they find each other like needle for inside sand. Now waiting they happen with this. Anytime they vandalize our telecom mast and fiber optic cables. All this telecom equipment no be ordinary pole and wire. Now our lifetime, now be this so. Them they connect us, them they inform us, and they protect us. If them break them, no be only signal go vanish. Schools, hospitals, banks, and even your small POS business they collect. Make we join body protect our network. If you see any report am sharp. Dial 622 or send email go protect@ncc.gov.ng. If everybody guide the port, soup no go burn. Our connection, our responsibility. This message now from mobile network operators and tower companies with support from the Nigerian Communications Commission.
Guy, how far? You watch that game?
I did. Oh boy, that goal, eh? Hey.
Make I call you back. My time go soon finish. Sorry, I forget I get extra 3 minutes to take talk.
I wonder why you hurry cut call. When na MTN better gist you dey use. Me, I still dey enjoy my free 2,100 airtime on top my new MTN SIM.
Yes, so get 3 minutes extra on MTN Better Gist. Text BG to 312 to collect your own awoof.
Welcome back, Lagos. We sincerely apologize for that intrusion, very rude intrusion. But it's okay. I think we have about 2 minutes left.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything again, but I think the point has been made, and we all need to be extra careful. Very, very careful. Good morning, everybody.
He's back at 9 o'clock on Agony Day. That's right, at 9 o'clock. You have a guest? Yvonne or Haifo?
Yvonne.
Okay, all right.
Feel free to phone in. We won't correct you.
All right, Lagos, good morning to you. At 8 o'clock, we have the news for you. And then when we return from the news, we'll talk about the Oniru market situation and Ikpaja market situation as well, because that's another market we got a report that the same thing is happening over there as well. And if you know any other market, the same thing is happening where marketers or traders are being forced and blackmailed into moving their polling units to the market. Please calling at 8 o'clock. Let's have this conversation.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.